Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lavella, and we are going to start an adventure in a new sim. We just finished one for the fast food, the corner fast food, or street fast food, whatever you want to call it. OBS calls it one thing, Steam calls it another. Anyway, we're going to start a new sim. Welcome to Farming and Supermarket Simulator. We value your feedback. That's why we want you to share anything you'd like to see in the game, things you think should be removed, or any bugs you encounter. Enjoy the game. Um, I've played this quite a bit. I'm not an expert, but I just get in a mood and I start playing it, and then I get sidetracked with life, or I'm in the mood for a different game or whatever. Uh, there have been there ha- at least one update. There's been at least one update, maybe two, since I played it last. And I'm not one of those people that is real good about following up on updates and stuff. Okay, press the tab. So, I guess we need to plant crops first. And cucumber. And there's a bazillion different ways you can lay all this stuff out. And I'm sure there are experts online that can show, like, the perfect layout or whatever. I don't know that I have figured out the perfect layout, but I have played through uh, enough to have expanded the storage quite a bit and the store quite a bit. Well, yeah, the store quite a bit too, but mostly the farm area and the storage. We need. Okay, well, it's telling us to wait and then take a crate. Okay, place products on the shelf. And we can throw away the crate. And it wants us to set the price. Market price is $1.49, so that's what we're going to do. I'm not one of those people who is like, oh well, let's see if we can get an extra nickel out of this, or let's charge an extra $40 and see if they get mad. I'm not doing all that. If it says the market price $1.49, that's what we're bidding. I'm not trying to break the game. I just want to play. Okay. Open the store. Well, I don't want to open the store. I need to finish doing this. And you can always rearrange this stuff later. You don't have to leave it like that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and you don't have to use the label. So if I want to, I can do like I did with the tomatoes, and I can go in here and do the label, or I can not that. It's not tab. What is it? Oh, it may not be open yet. Yes, it is. Is it management? Production. Hmm. There's a way to get in here. It's not escape. Maybe it's not unlocked yet. Okay, we'll figure it out. Anyway, there's another way to do the pricing, which I think is easier. There's a menu thing you can use. Where is my cursor? Why am I not? There it is. Okay. Couldn't see my cursor. Alright, so now everything is set. Now we'll open. I did turn on the lights. And then basically we'll just sell what we have. There we go. couldn't get it to click. The way I'm fumbling around, you probably think I'm brand new. I'm not brand new, actually, but it has been quite a while. And I looked on Steam, and it says this game was released in March of this year. Not March, August. Which, that doesn't seem right, because I'm pretty sure I've been playing this a lot longer than August. But I might have been playing beta or something. So, now we just stand here and wait for customers. I have my timer set for 30 minutes, because typically I try to stick to 30-ish for episode length. But depending on what we're doing, we may go longer, we may stop shorter. I tend to go longer more often than not. And I will warn you right off the top, I've been having trouble with my headset. I have a wireless headset, and it's a headset, it's not earbuds, it's like actual thing you wear over your head. Anyway, 11, hang on a second, I can't talk and think at the same time. No. Okay. Well, how come I can't? What am I doing wrong to give these people their change? Given. Okay. I don't want to target any more money. Alright, let's give them an extra penny. Let's not. I am doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? I don't understand. Okay, click on her. Click on the money. Click on the money. Oh, space bar. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Told you it's been a minute. There we go. Okay. We got it. Everybody wants to pay with cash. Nope. If you give them something you don't want them to have, just right click. Love seeing the plastic, folks. Love seeing the plastic. Let's keep doing that. How about that? Okay. Oh, it's not even 3 o'clock. It's almost 3 o'clock. So anyway, it's an actual headset with a mic. And so it has there's a cord that you can plug into a USB to charge the headset. And there's a thing called a dongle, which it looks similar to US flash drive. Anyway, except it's like flatter and fatter. Anyway, kind of like me, fat and flat. Anyway, so what I would do is I would leave my headset plugged in, and I'm using my son's laptop right now. My computer's messed up, and my computer has more USB ports and produces more power than this laptop. But anyway, it's a good laptop. So I would plug the headset in to the laptop to charge when I wasn't recording. And then when I was recording, I would unplug the charging and plug in the dongle. And then I would have the headset wireless, but it would be charged up. And the dongle basically acts... Oh, are we out of everything? Pretty much. I'm just standing here talking, jibber jabber. Hang on, folks. Anyway, buy and feed a chicken. Let's. Can we wait until we get through the day before we start buying and feeding animals? Um. So anyway, that's how I would charge it, and that's how I would just like trade them out because I can't do laptops. My fingers are too fat for the keyboard, and I can't stand the little mouse thingy on a laptop. 5, 6, 7. So I have one USB for my keyboard. I have one USB for my mouse, and then I have my computer monitor plugged in. So basically, that way it's almost like I have my PC, except instead of my computer tower, everything's plugged into this laptop. So anyway, I'm limited on how much stuff I can plug in because I have everything else in. So anyway, I was recording a series for a Minecraft Skyblock that I'm kind of doing. I was really excited about it at first. I'm kind of losing interest, but I'm trying to stick with it. But anyway, I got about 85%, 90% through the video, and I heard beep, and I was like, what in the world? Well, come to find out that was my headset going, yeah, we're done. There was no warning, no, oh, by the way, battery's dying, nothing like that. It just beep and quit. So that video had about 10 more minutes on it with no audio. And I thought, okay, headset wasn't fully charged, which didn't really make sense to me because I had recorded more content at other times and not had that problem. So but that was the only thing I could think of. Must have been the headset didn't have a good enough charge. Maybe I didn't leave the laptop on long enough. Maybe it wasn't charging fast enough. Whatever. That was my first assumption. So anyway, is it 9 p.m.? It is 9 p.m. Okay. We shouldn't have any more customers. Good Lord. Let me finish my story because I'll never get through it. And it'll be a big deal trying to get it finished. So anyway, I assumed it wasn't getting charged. So I went to Cole, who's my son's friend, and this is his house, and then my son is a roommate, and then they took me in. Anyway, I went to him and I asked him about having a cord. So we found a cord I could use to charge my headset, and then I had an adapter so that I can plug it straight into an electrical outlet. An adapter where you could plug in a USB and then plug it into an electrical outlet. And that way I would know my headset was charged. Then it happened again. I'm like, okay. There is no way it's the headset not being charged. This thing is plugged into an electrical outlet. Has been for a minimum of 24 hours. No way that's the problem. Couldn't figure out what the problem was. So I asked my son about it. I said, I need another USB. I thought maybe I need to have it plugged in. No, when that USB hub that I have a hub, and we bought when I was trying to play Ark with my sister, and it doesn't work. So I did some giggling and came to find out the dongle sometimes just disconnects itself. Just decides, yeah, I'm not in the mood today. And just disconnects, just randomly, whenever. So all you have to do is like unplug the dongle, put it back in, or if that doesn't work, then reboot the PC or laptop or whatever, and it should fix it. So that whole long story is to let you know, if all of a sudden I get quiet and you don't know what's going on, just give me a minute. because I might be just reconnecting the dongle and hoping that it works. Uh, but anyway, that's what's going on. So, all right, they want me to buy a chicken. Let's buy a chicken. This is not how this is going to be set up. This is just to do what they say to do. Okay, buy a shelf. A market shelf. Okay. Market. Oh, I have to be level 3. Okay, a machine. I need water. Don't I need water? Or do I need water? Can I water these without? Oh, yeah, I guess I can. I can water these without. Yeah. We're going to have to work after hours, folks, because we got to get enough cucumbers to feed the chicken so she can lay some eggs. And we need to restock the shelves. Oh, wait. We'll give you these tomatoes so you can get started. Okay, and we're going to change this around. I don't like that. Okay, we're going to put tomatoes over there. Put cucumbers there. Carrots there. Take that label off. As far as the shelves go, I'm not crazy about that setup, but it'll work for now. Uh, oh, we can't even buy a shelf yet. I don't know why I'm worried about making eggs. That's fine. They'll be there when we need them. I forgot I had to get to level 7. We're only level 2, or we're on our way to level 2. I never know how to read that. Are you on level 2 and on your way to level 3? Or are you on level 1 on your way to level 2? I always get that mixed up. I don't have enough money to water the tomatoes. Okay. Have those back. Oh, it's not going to let me. I was going to take those back and sell them. That's alright. Okay, we don't have enough money to water any of the crops, so we will go ahead and open. I guess we got to go out here. Oh, no, I got to enter and finish the date. Oh my gosh, you guys are really going to think I'm a goober and that this is all new to me. I swear it's not new, but it has been several months since I played. Okay, customers. We had 21 customers total. One of them was not happy. Well, it's because we ran out of stuff. Income, okay. Cost us more than we made, so we lost money. Well, it was our first day. It's going to happen. Oh, sweet. Not sweet tea, just unsweet iced tea. Born and raised in Oklahoma, here in the United States. So I was raised on what we call Georgia sweet tea. If you ever made Kool-Aid, you know how you put like a whole cup of sugar in a thing of Kool-Aid? Or at least we did in the old days before people realized how bad it was for you. But anyway, that's how we make our tea. Like That's what we call Georgia Sweet. It's like Kool-Aid, except sweet. Anyway, that's what I grew up on. I was dating. I was a senior in high school. I was 17 and dating the guy I ended up marrying and having a child with, my first husband, and his family always drank unsweet tea. I had never had unsweet tea before in my life, and I tried it and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And sorry, that would be Aria. She's our German Shepherd. She likes to let us know when things are happening in the neighborhood. Anyway, he had never had sweet tea. So when I made sweet tea for him, he was head over heels for the sweet tea. And I was head over heels for the unsweet because I love sweet tea, don't get me wrong, but unsweet tea quenches your thirst a lot better. Where the sweet tea just, it tastes good, but it keeps you thirsty because of the sugar. Well, anyway, so he and I switched preferences. I got to where I wanted the unsweet and he wanted the sweet. So I had to make a picture of both all the time. And so that's the way it was. Well, so long divorce. He's long gone. Anyway, nope, nope, nope. Wrong. Nope. So anyway, recently, I'm going to be 59 next month. And a few months ago, I finally got insurance through what they call Obamacare, and started getting my health, trying to get it in line, and basically everything you could think of, it's wrong with me. I have diabetes and high blood pressure and overweight and just, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, finally got some insurance, finally started going to the doctor, finally started getting stuff taken care of. And so I'm on all this medicine. Well, I say all this for me, it's a lot because I hate taking medicine with a passion. I don't have any beliefs against it. I just don't like taking it. And I have to think 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3. So anyway, like I said, all my life I grew up on sweet tea. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Heavy Georgia sweet tea. Well, one of the things that was wrong with me was just constant nausea. Just constant. It was like, and don't get me wrong, I love food. Love food. Love to eat. There's a reason I'm overweight. It's not DNA. It's macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and pasta. Just, yeah. There's a reason I'm overweight. And I don't exercise. But anyway, uh, one of the things I talked to my doctor about was the fact that it was getting to the point to where if I didn't eat, I got sick to my stomach because of all the acid built up in my stomach. So I had to eat to get rid of that. But then I would end up being nauseous anyway because the food was making me sick. And it didn't matter what I ate. It didn't matter if it was a salad. It didn't matter if it was pepperoni, super greasy pepperoni pizza. It didn't matter if it was a bologna and cheese sandwich. It all made me sick. 2, 3, 4, 50, 60, 70. So she said it was probably acid reflux and put me on some medicine for that, and it helped for quite a while. Then I started getting the heavy nausea again, and I'm talking like so intense that I'd be sitting here at my desk and I would literally be doubled over because the nausea was that bad. And I couldn't figure, I was like, okay, do I make a run for the bathroom and stick my face in the toilet? Or is this going to pass? Or. So, oops, I hit a wrong button. There we go. No. So it was pretty intense. Well, talking to my sister about it, and I was doing some research, and I was, lots of Googling. And obviously, I'm not a doctor, and obviously, your medical issues should not be handled by Google. But I was looking for some kind of information as to what this could possibly be because I know it's not the acid reflux because I've been on the medication for quite a while and it was helping. This is a new thing. Well, I get to looking and Google tells me that that tea has a lot of things in it called tannins. TANNIN, tannin. And tea has a lot of them. And then if you put that with all the sugar and it's sweet tea, that it can cause nausea, especially on an empty stomach. Well, I was getting that 44-ounce sweet tea with light ice every morning and drinking it all day long. So, yeah. So, at first, before I did the Googling, I thought, okay, well, the place I go to every day where I get my drinks, I asked them, I said, are people cleaning the tea machine? Because I thought, well, maybe they're not cleaning the tea machine, and and I talked to the manager, he's like, actually, I'm the one who cleans it every night, so I know it's clean. It's like, okay. And then I started testing it, and the unsweet tea was not making me sick. And I was like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. So that's when I did my Googling. And I found out that there's something about the combination of the tannins in the tea with the sugar. Because the unsweet tea was not making me sick, not even a little bit. And I could drink sugary drinks, like Cokes and stuff. They didn't make me sick. And I can't remember how it explained it, but basically it was something to do with the sugar and the tea combination. That's what was causing it. And did we run out of product again? We sure did. Oh, we have 3 tomatoes left. Yeah, yes. I guess I should have been doing this instead of just talking the whole time. But anyway, so I have found out that I can't. How do I pick that up again? X. There we go. I definitely want that there. I can't have sweet tea anymore. It makes me sad. I know we can't. We're not high enough to have the shelf yet, but that bugs me. I have to fill that up. Okay, she's good. So anyway, it makes me sad, but I can still have unsweet tea. And like I said, I can still have sugary drinks. I can still have Cokes and Dr. Pepper and root beer and Mountain Dew and all that stuff that's really not good for you. I can still have all that, and it doesn't make me sick. And then my dad's like, well, just use artificial sweeteners in your tea. And I'm like, for some reason, some of those actually do make me nauseous. Not near like the sweet tea. I mean, the sweet tea level of nausea was so bad that I literally could not function. It was that bad. And it's not just, oh, my tummy doesn't feel good. No, it was it was like incredibly intense. It was very, very bad. Anyway, cucumbers. Um, but there's some things that I have tried, like I can't remember the name of it, but it's a carbonated drink, and it's they have different fruit flavors. Can't talk. Um, I want to say it's called something Zero, but it's not Coke Zero. It's anyway, they're in tall, skinny bottles, plastic bottles, and has zero sugar and zero caffeine. And they're actually pretty tasty. And I can drink them, but if I have more than one, I start getting nauseous. There was the timer. I start feeling a little queasy. So there's something about the sweetener that it's an artificial sweetener, obviously, and there's something about it that bothers my stomach. So actually, I could have just. Can I just put those in here? I can. Well, now that you've heard all about my digestive system, I'm actually glad you came to watch this video. I came to watch a supermarket simulator, not to hear about somebody's diagnoses. But if you're drinking sweet tea and you're getting nauseous, just check it out. Just saying. And I don't know if it's just because I've gotten older and my body just can't handle it anymore, or if it's in combination with the medicine I'm taking, or what it is. I don't understand why it started happening all of a sudden. But for whatever reason, I'm not happy about it. I love my sweet tea. I love it very much. But life does go on. Talk about a first world problem. There are people literally starving to death, and I'm worried about my stupid tea. Okay, I wanted to have. I'm using R to throw these, by the way. Ah, there we go. I was going to say, I used to be pretty good at stacking them. That's still not great, but I want to have some backup so we can fill those up again. A timer went off, so we'll probably play this out until I have, let's see, cucumbers are full, right? No, they're not. Okay. Okay, we have 2 tomatoes, 2 carrots. We have a backup tomato. Okay, I want 2 more crates of cucumbers. I want 2 crates of cucumbers piled up, and then that can be growing. But I think that'll do it for this episode, and I can wrap that up off camera. Thank you very much for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. Your time is valuable, and whether you shared 5 minutes with me or the whole video with me, or you tuned in for 2 minutes and skipped around and figured out I was just blah, blah, blah about my stupid tea, decided to just hit the highlights. Whatever you did, I appreciate it. Any time that you shared with me is special, so thank you for that, and we will see you later.